Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome to another Smite request, and this time around it is going to be Vulcan in the mid lane. Yes, I finally brought myself to playing Conquest again, and it wasn't even my intention, but I got invited by someone to play, and he was queuing for Conquest, and I was like, do I really want to? Let's just do it. Let's just go for the mid lane, and I was able to get it. And it was actually, nobody had the same role called. So that's actually very good for us, because that usually means that everyone is playing something they're familiar with or something they want to play. So for this time, I'm going to play Vulcan in the mid lane. I was thinking about going for a Vampiric Shroud. They have a good amount of damage on the opponent's side. Since they have the Thor, I expect to be dunked a lot. And Anubis, if he gets a stun off, he can always deal a lot of damage, since I don't really have any good form of escape. I mean, when I do my backfire, I have some form of a little bit of a dash, but you can't really rely on it too much as an escape. You can use it effectively to dodge stuff if the opponents don't really take it into consideration. For instance, if Thor hits me or is about to hit me at the edge of his ultimate and I'm able to backfire, which is quite unlikely, but then I will be able to get out of the range. Looked like we outclear them a lot, poking them for a little bit with my one, giving me a little bit of a movement speed increase and some mana regen. So a good reason to fire it at them was to hit the two minions that were left, as well as getting that movement speed. That movement speed is actually pretty important, and I like the fact that they did that to the... I missed everything. I like that they added that to his passive, or that they gave him a passive. Used to be pretty bad, now it's actually very good. If you hit an ability on an enemy guard, you'll get mana regen for a little bit, and you will get, I think 15% additional movement speed. So that can help you out, because you are very mobile as Vulcan, since only your backfire really moves you. That makes it a little bit easier for you to survive. Makes Vulcan a lot more viable, because the meatball is very good in its own to knock someone up that's chasing you. But in some scenarios you don't really get a lot out of it, because if you look at it, my opponents, at least two of them, have a knock-up immune ability. So the Berserker's Barrage, the spin to win from the Thor, his third ability, is knock-up immune. As long as he's using it, I won't be able to knock him up with my 3. And same goes for Anubis' 1. As long as he's using it, I cannot knock him up. So that's a pretty good counter to me. Looks like Anubis wants to engage. He tanks my turret for a lot, and Serket is behind. That's also one of the reasons why I didn't really retreat. I knew the Serket was coming behind them, and we were able to pick the Anubis up for the first blood. Definitely very good. To have a Serket that has first blood, that will help out a lot. Definitely a lot. Okay, pretty good so far. I do like the sense of time. I like the start. Some mages I don't get it. I mean, there are a couple of mages I might not prefer the Bancroft's Talon. Not a lot of them, but a couple of mages I don't really like it too much. Decent damage. I can use my ultimate to either poke him down or just to straight up do half his HP. Nice. Yeah, straight up half his HP, gone. And that forces him into his tower. He will lose a good amount of gold here. And that kind of allows me to rotate for free. Maybe I should have kept it. I'm not sure if it was the best. I probably should have waited a little bit to have my abilities back up again. But it cleared the entire wave, so that allows me to go for the jungle immediately. And since my jungler was on the right side trying to gank the Bellona, it wasn't really necessary. As you can see, Anubis takes again a couple of shots, and those shots actually trigger my... Wow, that damage. He tanked the wave for so much damage, I think. He just got obliterated. But, yeah, if the enemies get hit by my turret, I also get my passive. So that means that if my turret is in the middle lane and I get my passive, that means that they took a shot from my turret. Which, if you're Anubis, is actually kind of sad, because you don't even have to be hit by my turret to kill it. If you are at the very edge or the longest range possible, you will be able to dodge. You will be able to dodge his shot. You will be out of range, but more importantly, you will be able to hit it with your basic attacks. It looks like Cat is going for the Thor. I can try to go for the ultimate. Let's see. Ah, never mind. That's pretty bad. I probably should have just fired it from a long range, but I didn't have enough mana. Looks like that Anubis is on his own. Backfire misses. He uses sprint. That's an odd pickup. Can't really do a lot. I have no mana at all. Sticking around though makes a lot of sense. Anubis. Hello? Only reason he didn't die there is because the cat probably didn't have any abilities left up. But that's fine. It's fine though. Anubis is very low. He can't really do a lot. He can heal up on the wave a little bit. But that's about it. I'm level 7. He's only level 5. Looks like we are ahead by a good amount. Able to farm very efficiently after the wave. Go with your jungler. Go do stuff in the jungle. And there's so much to do. As you can see, we're not even done with anything at all. But we just have to back because we... Well, I was out of mana. Scat didn't have a lot of mana either. And I can grab some wards. But more importantly, grab my boots. Because with the boots, you can rotate faster. You can get more farm. So getting boots online early is very important. And again, especially against the comp I'm against, I feel like I need the boots. Oh, looks like they are going for the buff. Can I get it? Yes, I got it. Nice. They weren't able to steal it. And that will be very useful for us again. Having that speed buff as a jungler is probably one of the most important things. It's just very, very important to have it. I mean, if the opponent jungler has the speed buff and you don't, then you will not only get out-rotated every single time, but also they will just have that advantage in a fight. They can dodge better, they can just chase you down if they have to. Let's see if we can go behind a little bit. Throw the meatball. Actually hit him, as you can see, my passive triggered. And I will be able to... Ooh, he missed everything. Wow. Can't believe he missed his 3 off of his stun. This Anubis is not having his day. But, yeah, that damage is actually very good already. I really like this. Pen boots are very powerful. It's just... There are a lot of viable builds with cooldown boots, so don't get me wrong. A lot of the healer mages I built with cooldown boots. And there are a couple of experimental ones. For instance, Vulcan. I like the cooldown boots because it provides you mana. Nice belly flop. That was such a good flop by our Bacchus. Not only guaranteed the hit on my ultimate, but it also knocked him up and gave me enough time to get close enough to hit my 1. Definitely very good. Well played. Don't have a lot of mana. I can... Ah, it doesn't clear it yet. Or not anymore at least. Doesn't clear the archers. Let's see if we can clear the archers. Let the turret do the rest. And looks like we can get this speed buff very, very quickly. Thor was around, but yeah, he thinks the better of it. Or he realized it a little bit too late, going for the back harpies or something like that. I think I'm going back to base. I have no mana at all. I mean, the Sands of Time does provide me a lot of mana. As you can see, it's just, it jumps up with 6 mana per second or something. It's such a powerful item. I really love this item. It's so strong. Gives you so much mana regen. It's insane. I really don't get why they have it the way it is. I really don't. I think that it's a little bit too powerful. Oh, a little bit of an awkward backfire there. But yeah, it's an odd one. I don't know. I mean, I get why they do it, because it's just a regen item that's reliable. You don't have to kill minions or last hit minions for it. But I feel like it does a little bit too much. Let's see if we can help out Cat. That's a huge rotation by the enemy. 4 of them rotated. Ah, unfortunate. Very nice double tap by the enemy. Thor will be enough to kill them. And it looks like... Yeah, Anubis will fall down. Thor dunked down with his ultimate. Will be able to get out. Let's see if we can chase them down with that turret hitting him. I get that extra movement speed. And I hit him again. And that will be it. That new passive is so powerful. It's actually so powerful. My turret hit the Thor. And even though he stunned me, that buff for 15% movement speed lasts for 5 seconds. So I was able to keep up with him. And as my Bacchus intoxicated them, I was able to get close enough to hit both my abilities on him. So that's just so powerful. I really love it. This is, by the way, quite risky build. If you have Vulcan, getting Warlock Sash isn't a bad option at all, especially in Conquest. And against these enemies is actually not a bad one at all. Because, because they have a lot of burst. They also have a good amount of CCs. Once my purification beats are down, or if Emir places a very good wall, I will have a big issue. Looks like we are able to get rid of the Kernanos and get the Gold Fury. Basically for free, and we get the Kernanos as well. I do like the fact that Kernanos tried to defend, but it didn't really work out in his favor. I need a little bit more gold. I want to go for the Obsidian Shard because we are already pushing them in so hard right now. We can just go for the towers, get more gold, kind of get a bigger lead. We have about 7k gold lead, which is very good at 10 minutes. But if I get this gold, I can get the Obsidian Shard, and we'll hit every of them. Well, Spell Focus, the tier 2 of it. And I can get my relic. Nice. Ooh, Bacchus, look at that HP. Oh, and they surrendered. Okay, so that's going to be it. It kind of makes sense. I mean, we're about 8k gold ahead and 13 kills. Also, they didn't really touch any of our towers. Only the right side one in the solo lane was damaged a little bit. And that makes perfect sense. It was the Morrigan against Bologna. And Bologna, I feel like, is just... Since she's a warrior, she will have a lot better clear. Decent damage. Actually got most damage. But yeah, look at that gold I have. 6,653. So much gold. I have the most gold of everyone. Saket did die once. But I'm level 12. Comparatively to 10 or lower. Which was very powerful. Was able to farm very efficiently. And get a good amount of kills and assists. Also, the first blood went to Saket, so definitely not bad that I was able to keep ahead. But yeah, so much damage with the Vulcan. I really like Vulcan. I don't play him too often, but I do like him. He's kind of those interesting mage, one of those big mage picks that's actually pretty good. But that's one of the older mages, and it's not like I don't like the older mages. It's just that I played them a good amount. And he's interesting. I feel like that it depends a lot on the enemy comp as well. I expected this to go way worse because they have an Emir, they have a Thor, they have an Anubis. If they just properly CC me, I got nothing on it. I had purification beads. I'm not even sure if I used it once because it wasn't just the CCs weren't really a threat. The Emir was kind of struggling in his dual lane, wasn't able to get things going. That made it very difficult for them. For him to gank me. The Thor, I haven't seen him dunk once onto me, which is probably your best bet because Saket, 2 escapes, the Morrigan can go invisible, although with the Morrigan a little bit more difficult because Bluestone is a thing, and she was in the solo lane, so if you go for the solo lane, then the Gold Fury is open, we can kind of go for that. Kernanos has a very fast dash, Bacchus has a belly flop to get out of trouble as well. So there were a lot of things that kind of made me the focus point of attention, or should have made me the focus point of attention, but they just didn't. Kind of weird. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you have another request, please let me know. If I get a longer Conquest game with Vulcan in the middle lane, I'll try to upload it as well. But for now, this is going to be it. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.